What's up, buds, and welcome to a new episode of the Earbuds Podcast, the Fresh Drop Earbuds Podcast, where we talk about a brand new album that just came out this weekend. We are your hosts, Lucas, Houston Intercovs, and here with me is Ash, Texas, Hanrahan. And today, Ash, we're going to be talking about a band that's from I consider it my second hometown, Houston, Texas. And the band is called Khruangbin. They're like really cool psych rock dub soul music.
That's quite a cacophony of genres.
Cacophony.
A cacophony.
It's all over the place, man. But it's like super chill. Every song is very chill. And some of their later stuff, like they've started doing more dancey things and getting a little more funky with it. But they are just like, I mean, pretty much everything by them is just super chill, very like airy and dubby and reverbed.
Okay.
And,
all right.
Yeah, and it's super chill. So I'm assuming you've heard stuff by Khruangbin before, though.
You might have sent me a couple tracks, but as far as I know.
But you didn't listen to them, because I know you don't fucking listen to the music I send you.
Unless it's for the podcast, I don't give a shit. Yeah.
If it's for the people, you'll do it.
Look, I'm a fucking person of the people. You know what I'm fucking saying?
Yeah, I know. You're the people's champ.
I'm the people's got the. You see this? What is that? What is that right there?
That's the people's elbow.
That's the people's elbow right there. You already know.
Yep. You already know. So you haven't listened to Khruangbin, is what you're
As far as I know, I have
tracks,
not.
So that means you haven't. Okay.
No, but I'm just kind of settling in for a chill, smooth ride, man.
Are you Khruangbin curious?
I have been Krung curious before, yes.
You're Krung curious? Because I'm Khruangbin sexual.
Wow.
That was hard to say. Yeah. I almost said Khruangbin Szechuan. Which
a little tastier. But
yeah, that's kind of like I eat so much Szechuan sauce while I listen to Khruangbin that it's like a Pavlovian response.
Right. You just crave it every time you hear.
My mouth just waters when I listen to
Would you say
Khruangbin.
this band has dulcet tones?
They have that's a one way you could put it.
Okay.
Yeah. I would put it more like they sound like a 70s porno sometimes.
Okay.
But if it was like a really cool porno where people were just like smoking lots of weed and like jerking each other off.
It's like Sweetback or something.
Like a Sweetback's Revenge type
of
situation.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
I think I can get it.
See, we're learning.
We're getting into
Shout out JC. All right, man. Well, let's get into it. I didn't even know that they were coming out with something new. This is an album called Ali. Just came out this weekend, and it's with they have a guy playing with them this whole time. He's a son of like a really famous Malian guitarist, and this guy seems to be really well known. We're about to hear him for the first time. I wish I knew how to pronounce his name. Vieux Farka Touré.
I can't. There's like not a single word of that I can confidently say.
No, I don't feel confident saying that at all. But I'm excited to hear this. I'm excited to hear African influence with Khruangbin because I feel like that's just going to work so perfectly. So let's get into it, man. Track number 1. It is, again, Savan, I think? Savan. All right, I'm ready when you are.
All right, let's do it.
God damn, I fucking love this shit, dude. This is like such summer music.
I feel like... I'm scared, but I feel like I need to smoke some fucking weed. I feel like... Whatever.
You have to, man. It's
like I can't not, right?
Like, listen to this, dude.
It's like I'm into it.
I bet they're gonna get faster and kind of dancier, but like I bet a lot of the vibes are gonna be like this.
I am really into it. Where's my fucking lighter? Hey, Lily. I'm in the middle of an Earbuds episode. Can you bring me a lighter? Smoke some weed. Yo. Thank
Perfect
you.
timing. Perfect timing. You remind me of... Ugh, that looked like a dirty hit.
That was a big one.
Yeah, I was like, you're taking a hit of an old bowl. Wow. What a fucking great opener, man. Like, exactly the vibe I want right now.
It's so fucking chill. You didn't expect vocals.
No, there haven't. That's something that we didn't mention in the intro. There's Khruangbin doesn't use a lot of vocals. Almost all their stuff is instrumental, and I really love, man, Vieux, I think is his name. His voice is so cool, and just he's so chill. All the guitar work on that was really chill. The whole song was very dubby. It was almost like dub reggae mixed with Santana. All the little like guitar licky,
Just little tiny quiet. All the music is like so quiet and subtle. There was an organ that was like barely came in.
Yeah,
kinda,
that was cool. The crescendo little that was nice.
Yeah.
And you called out like how much you love the drum sound, like super muffled and tight and reverbed.
Love the drum sound even more so. The bass, so fucking tasty, so fucking like real tight.
Yeah, there's a very I say Santana because like I feel like Santana has a lot of Afro Caribbean sounds. Like a lot of Hispanic or Latin music is like very Afro inspired, right? And so this had that total like Santana vibe where it's just like, but again mixed with the dub because it was, you were saying like that the drums are like very like muffled and echoed, and then that super juicy slow bass, but then you have that like that kind of like rhythm to it that you're just like, ooh, this is still very Latin-y, but you know, obviously it's super African inspired too, man. I love it.
Let's get into the next song, man.
Let's do it. Lobo.
This is the kind of shit you hear at a cafe and you're like, okay.
Yeah, it's like Sunday morning brunch or something, and you're just like, God damn, these guys are fucking good.
Yeah, I like this little like main vocal and then these little backup.
Yeah, he's adding such a different vibe to this music, man. Like he's adding such a cool, like worldly vibe to it. It's awesome.
It seems like he comes at the vocals with a musician's perspective. It's not like they brought in a singer to sing on this album or anything.
No, that's a like I'll get into it when we go into our like actual review, but this honestly does sound like a Khruangbin record that added this guy to it. And I don't mind. All right then. Dude, loungy, jazzy, juicy, sexy.
Just that one had a little more energy, but still like
barely.
It's still gonna keep you lying in your seat. You're gonna be drinking your tea. You're gonna be smoking your weed. You're gonna be.
I'm picturing a lot of cool fedoras kind of tipped to the side like this,
right.
while people are like in suits and they're just like
kind of
watching the band, you know, smoking. Yeah, like you said, smoking a joint, just being like, everyone's way too cool to be there.
You go in and you immediately like walk out like, I'm not supposed to. I'm in a t-shirt.
Yeah, no,
I'm so underdressed.
I'm way out of my league here.
I don't even know how to play bongos. Like, I'm not cool at all. I can't do that.
I'm the only one not wearing sunglasses inside. I feel so left out. But yeah, similar vibes, but great vibes. Similar production, super weirdly, like the drums are weirdly tight and muffled, but very reverbed at the same time. And it's just, very chill vibes. I'm loving it. I'm loving the first two tracks. But like you've already said too, we were talking about that when we were listening to this one, that it's like these songs might blend in a little bit with each other. So I'm expecting that.
But, you know, like, it's fine. If it's just like, we're in for 40 minutes of this chill fucking vibe, that's fine too, man, you know?
Hey, man, you're already there.
I'm already...
I'm gonna get there.
I'm there.
I'm gonna take a couple more hits while we listen to Diarabi.
All right, man, let's do it. Like the drums are literally, they've just been doing the same thing on each song. Like it's not too complicated.
They're not super well known for having like drums that do more than this.
Right.
But he's cool, man. He has a.
I bet he's super fucking chill on stage, and he's just like.
Oh yeah. I imagine he has like probably the best job in the world.
He's just chilling the whole. He could probably smoke while he's playing. You know.
Would you not? At this point, would you not smoke while you played this music?
You kind of gotta, right?
You kind of gotta, yeah. Like, how else are you gonna keep rhythm if you're not smoking weed while playing this? You're gonna want to be like,
You're gonna
like
want to
start doing
speed it
double
up
time.
a
Like,
little
no,
bit.
no,
You're
no,
gonna
no,
get
no.
a little bored.
Yeah, yeah. It's like, no, just. This is starting to get beautiful, and it's starting to just like lull me into false security.
I'm already in an extremely vulnerable prey state because of this.
Always, right?
I mean, I usually am, but
Man, but that was just like a 70s R&B love song or something, man. That just had this sexy, like, a man apologizing to his wife, and it, like, right while they're still like they're starting to make out, and like they're getting ready to have like makeup sex, and he's just like, I'm sorry, babe, I'm sorry. She's like, it's okay, and they're just like getting super hot and heavy and everything. That's what that song felt like to me. Like, there was even like whispers throughout the song that were like
it sounds like the
and I'm like, wow, be sexier.
sounds like the bassist has kind of gotten to your head on this episode.
Listen, we don't have to talk about that at this point. All right. I think the guitar work is just like consistently been beautiful on this whole record.
For sure.
And all the backup vocals and everything that are just accompanying him. It's just everything's just so good about it. But I think we're probably gonna get shorter in between each song. We're just like what we think, because it's all just great. Yeah, still good. Okay. Is there anything you want to add?
Nah, that was about it.
All right, let's keep going. Tongo Bara. So funky.
I've gotten 4 hours of sleep in the last 2 days, and
Oh my god.
it's dangerous right now.
Dude, are you gonna sleep the rest of the day? Can you see? Can you see me?
I can't open my eyes.
Oh shit, dude. Just close your eyes for the rest of the show.
Just fucking. It's always been a hidden gift that my little eyelids are so fat that I can keep my eyes like this and people think my eyes are closed.
Dude, there's so many of our episodes where my eyes look like that because I'm high. And I'm just like, my eyes are barely open. Like, and it gets worse as the episode goes on. I want you to take me to
Fucking town.
Fucking town.
That
was a super funky one, man. They changed it up a little bit on us.
Yeah, it got a little more energetic, kind of.
Yeah, a little point, 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 point,
Yeah,
point.
yeah.
Like, yeah, awesome guitar. The first time you called it out, the first time the drums played the fucking snare.
Yeah.
On the album so far. That was a nice change. Love the organ. It feels like a cop movie from the 70s. That type of like funk, jazz, stuff. Yeah, good shit, man. Let's keep it going.
Let's go, Tamala. All right, go back to your safety zone. We're right back on the cross stick. It's okay.
And the drummer got tired.
He was like, whew. Just like rubbing the sweat off. Like, oh man, can't see.
I didn't know I was gonna work out today.
Whew. That fill, did you hear that fill I did? Where it was like, do 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 do.
Yeah, he's like, do you think I can? What do you think? I'm Superman? What am I, the Flash?
Buckets.
You're like Kyrie.
Fucking Nash. Kobe.
Muggsy.
It's like, how do you decide to end? Where do you end? You know?
With this music?
Do they just like see the 5-minute mark on the like recording? They're like, all right, give it like 4 more bars.
Yeah, DJ the drummer's just like, okay, we'll just do, like, I'm getting exhausted.
Running like a marathon here, guys. Come on.
Yeah, that was a cool one though. Like, same, still great, moody, cool vibe. You know, great vocals, and I like the driving rhythm at the end. But, you know, kind of more of the same for the record so far.
Yeah, it's not like it's gotten old on me though.
No, not at all. I'm loving this. I'm loving all this.
Let's go to the next album.
Mahime.
Mahime.
Let's do it.
The next album. 3, 2, 1, go.
Dude, that was almost like a blues rock, like 70s blues rock song. That was cool.
Do you feel your adrenaline pumping just crazy in your veins right now?
I feel like I could lift a fucking dump truck.
It's almost like too much. Like
that was too fast for you?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, whoa,
it was kind of like
I didn't order heart palpitations today.
Yeah, right. I didn't know this was a noise album. I didn't know this was an experimental.
That might just be the lack of sleep talking, Ash, because it was energetic, but it wasn't anything too crazy, you know.
I mean, shit.
It was almost like a fucking like Steely Dan or Chicago track or something. Like there was something like very right. kind of.
That's what I was thinking. The only person I could think of was Eric Johnson for some reason.
Yeah, Eric. Yeah, I was thinking Eric Clapton, even like just kind of blues rock vibe for sure. And I think that was an accordion in there too, and I appreciated it. It was either a violin or a fiddle or an accordion. I couldn't tell what it was, but it mixed in perfectly in the mix, and I loved it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Well, we only have a couple of songs left, Ash. You can go to sleep soon. We're going to be doing Ali Hala Abada next.
All right, man. Let's do it.
Apparently, he didn't tell all the other musicians what the songs were called before recording them. So they didn't know, like, that, he wasn't leading them in any direction, like, based on what the song was called. So they just kind of wrote the music.
Gotcha.
Man, another kind of cool, crazy, sexy, cool fucking love song vibe, and I got a lot of Santana vibes on this one again too, just like the first track.
Right, yeah. A lot of the little
yeah, the little exactly, and the guitar sounded a little flangered too, which like Santana does on some songs.
Yeah.
And just that really juicy, tasty organ, that kind of breathy organ in the background it just reminds me of Santana. Like, that was a chill song. I liked it a lot.
Yeah, well, let's see how they end this thing off.
Yeah, finish me off, Khruangbin and Vieux Farka Touré.
All right, Alakara.
Alakara, ready. I kind of feel like they could have just ended it with Ali Hala Abada and left Alakara off the end of the album. Like, it didn't really need that outro of a song.
Yeah, it wasn't really too much,
No, it was like less than 3 minutes, and it's not like I didn't like it. Obviously, it's great, but it's just kind of like, why did you feel the need to include this like 2.5 minute song that nothing really happens on it?
Yeah,
very few lyrics and everything.
I did like what the drummer, I did like the beat that they set up, but I feel like they didn't really do much.
No, and it was an interesting like guitar lick too. Like boom, boom, down, down.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it was cool. Like, again, I liked it, but I was just like I don't know. Kind of seems like a throwaway that they didn't need to include. But with all that said, man, we just listened to Ali by Khruangbin and Vieux Farka Touré. And I want to know what your two favorite songs on the record were.
It's
your choice snugs is what we like to call them.
Is that what they're called?
That's what we call them.
You haven't told me that.
Choice snugs. I've been saying it on every episode. You just don't fucking listen.
Sounds like you're gaslight girl bossing me, but okay.
I'm bitch bossing you, and I'm victim shaming. I'm not gaslighting. Okay.
Thank you. Man, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. I'm almost wondering. No, I can do it.
You're like, they're all my favorites. I don't know.
It's like, it's just a really good album, but it's not like there's a standout song.
For sure. I mean, I would say there are standout songs. Very few of them in terms of like bringing in different vibes. Like Mahiname, one of the ones towards the end had a different vibe, and I think Tongobara had a kind of a, like brought a different vibe for the record too. But overall, like most of it, you're right. Like it was all very, very chill. So they all kind of blended in together a little bit.
And so I'd rather see this. I feel like this would have been one of the albums that it might have been good for us to listen to the whole thing.
For sure.
And then give our review afterwards, just because of how, the track listing is. But I'm gonna say my first nug has got to be Savan.
Yeah, man, me too. It's so Santana, and like, it's like dub Santana mixed with Pink Floyd.
Oh yeah, a little bit.
I love it. Yes.
And it's so chill. The bass is so good throughout the whole thing.
So juicy.
Singing is really nice.
Yeah, Vale's voice is really cool. Adds such a great vibe to this whole album. And Savan, it's like we had no idea. Savan's the first track on the record, and we didn't know what this album was gonna sound like. And you coming from like never really heard Khruangbin before, and me as a big fan of Khruangbin, but I didn't know who this guy was. So like I had no idea what sound they were gonna go for on this record. And yeah, man, the drums are so tight and dubby and juicy, and I love that light organ in the background. That's like reggae, but also very Pink Floyd. At the same time?
Do you wish this sounded a little less like a Khruangbin album? Do you wish there was like a little more of that?
No, because I feel like this is classic Khruangbin, still really fucking good. But Vieux brought such a fucking badass like new energy and vibe to the whole thing that it's like Savan kind of sounds like a Khruangbin song, like really at the end of the day. Maybe a little more dubby than most of their stuff usually is, but I mean with him added to it, with Vieux added to it, it's just like, to me it brings it up to another level. And it's perfect for it's such an easy lateral move for Khruangbin. It's like fucking awesome.
Well, what's your second nug?
My second nug, man, it kind of bounced around a little bit because my honorable mentions,
which I didn't ask about, but
no, but I'm gonna tell you anyway. Lobo, Tango Bara, Mahime, and those. And those were my honorable mentions. I like those a lot. But, man, I had to go with Diarabi. Or Diarabi. Yeah. It was like a fucking sexy 70s R&B love song. And they even had, like, whispers here and there. The guitar was just, like, super, like, it just... I mean...
It made you think about things.
It made me think. It got me hot and loaded. It got me hot and ready. You know what I mean? Like a Little Caesars pizza.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah. I'm like a $5 pizza.
$5 pizza, baby. Just
I'm a greasy $5 pizza over here listening to Diarabi, dude. Love the soulful vocals, super sexy bass and guitar. It's just, I loved it.
Yeah, it's a good vibe.
Good vibe.
My second nug is gonna be Mahime.
Yeah, I thought you needed a little pick me up.
I need a little pick me up. It's one of the more energetic songs on the record. It's catchy. The vocals kind of are catchy and have this solid thing. I think the whole song they just say the same two words, Mahime, but
it has this barroom blues rock energy to it where it's like, I don't know if that's an accordion or a harmonica or a violin or something, but they have this like, it just, I feel like I'm, like in a bar in a fucking shitty little town in the middle of nowhere in like Roadhouse or some shit, like fucking, and someone's playing this music and there's just everyone's fighting each other. Like half the bar is fighting each other and the other half are like dancing super dirty.
Most non-aggressive fight of all time.
A really chill fight. Like a fight you want to be in,
Yeah.
Yeah. Like a nice mosh.
One that you can tell your friends about, but you won't tell your friends how not crazy it was.
Yeah, you won't tell your friends how to get there. Yeah. But you're going to tell your friends how fun it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love doing that. I love telling my friends like how good a time I had and like how they'll never have a time like I did.
Yeah, and
know?
that you'll never invite them to the great times that you have.
I'm never gonna tell them where the
Yeah.
where the HQ is.
I only
know?
do things for the story, you know? Like, I'm a collector. You know what I mean?
I'm a collector of fucking vibes.
Of
bro.
tales and vibes. Oh, I'm a vibe collector. I like that, actually.
How was the collection on this vibe?
Dude, the collection of vibes on this record were great, man. I love Khruangbin. I always have. They seemingly blew up overnight. And I feel like they've only gotten better as time has gone on. I love what they did with Leon Bridges. That was a really great EP, and I think a full-length album they did with him. All the solo stuff they done, like just by themselves, were consistently really good. And this album is great, man. Like, love the production on the record. Very airy and breathy and dubby and just cool. Like, there's something about this music that just makes me feel fucking cool. And that's some of my favorite music in the world. The guest artist, or I don't even know if I want to call him a guest, it's probably just like the collaboration that they did with Vieux. I think he adds so much to the record. And it could sound like a typical great Khruangbin record, but with him added onto it, to the mix, and all the backup vocalists that he brought with him, and his guitar work that he does, everything just fits so perfectly, and it makes it like more worldly and exotic sounding and just like soulful. He has a great voice. You know, Khruangbin's usually instrumental, so I love that too. Yeah, man. And Mark Spear, like the guitarist of Khruangbin, adds so much already. Like, he's 1/3 of the reason why Khruangbin's great, and Vieux just adds like so much great guitar work on top of that. You know, Laura Lee is a great fucking bassist in the pocket. DJ,
tight.
DJ's a great fucking drummer. I love his Beans and Cornbread album that he did, where he like actually DJs and like just puts together cool beats and everything.
Shit.
And they're all from Houston, so like a lot of the songs are like Houston references and stuff, like song titles. So I loved his stuff too. This album reminds me a lot of like Umdu Mokhtar and all this like Saharan blues rock music that's been coming out from Africa, and it's just fucking cool as shit. There's something super cool about it. I loved it, man. I know I'm gonna be jamming this on the beach. This was just, you know, it felt cool. It was beautiful. It was chill, soulful, and sexy, and just like a pleasure to listen to. So I'm gonna give this one fucking easy for me, and this is probably gonna blow your goddamn mind. An easy 9.0.
Ah, man.
Easy for me. I mean, 9.0, where it's just like, I'm just putting it, it's like it's nothing to me. I just like dropped like, I have $10 in my pocket. I dropped 9 of them just now on the table. I'm just like, don't even show it to me.
You don't even
show it. Yeah, don't even show it to me. Take the money. You deserve it.
Oh man, this album is a great feeling. It's a great vibe, great production, music, like you said.
Yeah.
A 9.
Yeah, dude.
That's.
Yeah, bitch.
I'm gonna go lower, but it's still gonna be pretty high, for me, I think, because I'm not usually in to albums that are like this slow, this like. It almost not minimalist or anything, but it's just like the 4 of them and maybe like a synth, maybe an accordion.
Yeah. But then you add the 2 guitars that are going, you add the backup vocalists and stuff too. It sounds minimalist because it's all just so
it's all so quiet.
Yeah, it's so quiet and chill.
Yeah. Songs blended together.
Yeah.
A little bit for me, but honestly, in the end, it's not even about the songs for this one. I think
it's just the vibes.
It's just the fucking vibe. So I'm gonna give this one a 7.5. It's not usually.
You know, I'm willing to accept it because I know you.
I feel like we've lost touch of our ratings system.
I think here's the thing. When we do these fresh drops, the rating I'm giving you is my fucking initial reaction. You know, so I loved this album. I can't think of anything that I didn't like about it. I'm going to give it a 9.
Give it a 10 then.
No.
Why not?
Because nothing's a 10, Ash.
You're fucking lame.
You know this. You fucking
boring.
know this.
You're fucking boring.
Nah.
Guys, live a little. Fucking live a little. Give shit a 10. Say shit's perfect. It doesn't hurt anyone. You know, just have
It's
fun.
It's not perfect, but I loved it. I would say my only complaints about it are, like you said, that everything blends in together. But that's almost like it's such a non-complaint coming from me because I love music that is just so consistent and chill for 30, 40 minutes. And there's so many little moments in each song that I'm just like, it's like you said, dude. It's a vibe. It's a sanctuary of vibes. This album.
It's an auditorium of tones.
It's an amphitheater of sensuality.
Amplitudes.
Of amplitude. Are we competing again with how many 4-syllable words we can say?
Indubitably.
Yeah, multisyllabic.
That's just
comprehensively.
I guess. Amazing.
Anyway, compoundingly, buddies, thank you for listening, and Confuciously, leave us a comment and let us know what you guys thought of this album. Confoundingly, I want to know why you guys love this record, or why you guys don't like it. We want to hear everything, and leave us a like. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Search Earbuds Podcast. We're on there. There's a video version if you're listening to this, and there's an audio version if you're listening to it too. Do whatever. Give us a double dip. Give us a double down. We need it. And we do these every week. We're gonna have new episodes of Fresh Drops every weekend. We have on Mondays we release episodes of like older albums that one of us loves and wants to make the other person have to listen to it and tell us what they thought about it.
Yep.
Those are usually older records, but we have like almost 100 episodes of that. So go back and check those out. They're called the classics or the classic catches.
Classic catches.
Classic catches. On Wednesdays we release the chit chats, where it's just a short conversation that somehow involves music, and me and Ash get to complain about something, or we get to celebrate something that we love in the world of music, or anything that involves music. Buds, thank you for listening. Ash, I thought this was pretty good.
I thought this was good. Lucas, what would you rate my hair?
Oh, your hair? Fucking hard. 9.8.
Oh, shit.
8.
Oh, fuck.
Nothing's a 10.
Could I convince you to do a 9.9?
Maybe if you took off the cat ear headphones, I would give you a 9.9.
I fucking shit gave you the whole.
That's a 9.9.
I robbed you.
Oh, that's a 9.95.
You see that? You see that?
Wait, what's that? Oh, flap it in the wind.
I don't know what else. I don't know what else I could say.
Flap it for me. I'm just in time to watch you flap it.
All right, see y'all. Bye.
See ya, buddies.